currently in hiatus for Tyler Perry's ZATIMA season 3, but we do have 3B's trailer. In it, it looks like Fatima might really be done with ZAC, and he's gonna have to figure out his own messes, even if Connie wants her to step in and figure it out. What's good, y'all? It's Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another ZATIMA video. And in this one, I'm going to be breaking down my thoughts on what we see in the 3B trailer. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my ZATIMA content and conversations. I have tons of ZATIMA videos on the channel, breaking down the series, exploring the storylines, as well as the plot, and analyzing the characters. So if you are a fan of ZATIMA and you want to continue the conversations, keep it locked, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notification so you don't miss it. Now, at the start of this trailer, we get to see that ZAC is in jail, and we get a moment where he's crying in what looks like a visitation room, and Fatima says to him before she leaves that he should have thought about that, because he says, "This is our child." And she's like, "You should have thought about this." I love this energy. I absolutely love this energy. Before she leaves, and we get to see it cut to the announcement of the date that this second half of season 3 returning, which will be on December 26th. We get to see him start to bang the desk in this little visitation room. His arm is wrapped up still because, you know, he did a little bit of damage to himself when he was beating the hell out of Jeremiah. But I love her energy. I love Fatima getting to the place where she is quote unquote done. She's done cleaning up his messes. She's done running behind him. She's done trying to basically save him from himself, because the current circumstance that he's in, he's literally only sitting in jail because he could not be an adult, because he could not be mature, because he could not really allow stronger minds to prevail, and he was leading with his ego. ZAC literally made the argument that he only needed to beat the hell out of Jeremiah to protect Fatima, but what had been done was already done. If anything, if you wanted to protect Fatima and your unborn child moving forward, Jeremiah would have no access to her. Jeremiah would not be able to do anything moving forward. Like, Jeremiah would have to go through you. Maybe you would actually get your brother help. Like, those are ways that you could actually preemptively go and try to protect your future wife and your unborn child moving forward. But you going to go beat him within an inch of his life after he has already put his hands on her and robbed her is not actually protecting her. That is just you exercising your anger and you exercising all of the feelings that are prompted by your damn ego. And it's not actually you moving in a way that should be a leader of a damn family, specifically a successful family. None of the decisions that ZAC made within the last 24 to 48 hours were those of an exemplary man, of a great man who wanted to lead a family, who wants to, you know, be supported and admired by his partner, who basically wants to be impactful. He was making decisions as an angry ass thug who wanted to get his off and prove that he's big bad and that he can actually do something, but then not do nothing at all. And it landed his ass in jail. And I am totally here for Fatima having the energy of like, I can't actually fix this for you. I can't save you. And you need to learn the lessons. You need to suffer the consequences that come with the decisions that you make. Because from the moment that they have started dating, specifically bumping uglies, because they never really started dating appropriately, Fatima has yet to be met in this relationship with a partner who has given to her nearly as much as she has given to him. And I don't understand how y'all continue to cape for this relationship. Fatima is so drastically underserved within this relationship, but she has yet to be met with a partner who has given her even half of what she has given him. They never really started dating. They started bumping uglies. And from that moment, she has been covering for him. She has been by his side. She has been making up for what he lacks and then pretending like he doesn't lack. And that doesn't save anybody. Everybody wants to run around and get mad at me when I call a spade as it pertains to Zachary Taylor, but none of y'all are actually in a position to try to or want to make this character that you claim to love so much better. Because people don't get better when you enable that bad behavior. People don't get it better when you ignore that toxicity. People don't get better when you don't call out their problematic ass mindsets. People get better when they are pushed to be better. And now Fatima is finally at a place where she's leaving him to his own devices to suffer the consequences of his action. And this is either going to make him better or break him. Either way, it's up to him. And this is the attitude that she should have had from the damn start. There is no way that Fatima should have been bending over backwards constantly, cleaning up his messes and putting out his fires all over Atlanta with every single circumstance that popped up. No way, no how. Now, I really can't even get too excited about it, even with the start of this in this trailer, because I don't think that Fatima's going to keep this energy, right? We know that Miss Gladys's funeral is coming up, and there's quite a few scenes where everybody's wearing all black, and it looks like it's going to be from Miss Gladys's funeral. And one of those, later on, we get to see them actually kiss, so there's some type of reconciliation at some point. So I can't even get excited that she's standing on business at the top of this trailer, because I don't feel like she's going to be standing on business for goddamn long. Even though we do have moments where she says, like, he needs to learn from his mistakes. He needs to learn. After the December 26th announcement, there's a montage of like Preston walking up to the duplex, Fatima at the law firm, and she looks very, very concerned, worried, if you will. And then we get to see Preston and Bryce seemingly outside of the duplex as well. And this might be where Preston is telling Bryce that ZAC is arrested, but there's nothing that they can do to get him out. Then we get to see Fatima down at the hospital. Connie's still wearing the same clothes that we saw left off, where they left off with episode 10, where her and Nathan are at the hospital and Jeremiah is seemingly coding. So it seems like Fatima gets called and she comes down to the hospital to check on Jeremiah, and then she might let Connie know that ZAC just got arrested, because we get to see Connie saying, how did it get like this? And you know, throughout the trailer, we get to see Connie showing up and talking to Fatima like, oh, are you going to leave him down there? Oh, well, girl, you just going to give up? Connie, please. Connie, please. Because while you can love ZAC down, again, loving somebody is not just being a yes woman to all of their bullshit. ZAC has to eat some of the stuff that he is doing. So the fact that we're going to have to watch Connie go and beg, baby, please, Fatima, to go and clean up all of ZAC's messes and jump back by his damn side as if nothing happened and he didn't do nothing wrong and he don't have to be accountable to a goddamn thing, is really going to annoy the hell out of me, because I really do enjoy the Connie character, and I feel like her character could be used for so much more. But it's very trite if all she's going to do is run around and say, but we got to help ZAC because we love him. Oh my God, we love ZAC so much, we got to help him. Oh my God. Now there's a quick scene that cuts to Angela seemingly looking out her window at her place, and I don't know if this is her new stalker boo that she's engaged with. I have no idea what this is tied to, but it could be. And then it cuts back to the hospital where Fatima looks shocked looking at a hospital bed, and it's seemingly like she's across from Connie. And I feel like Jeremiah's not in this bed. I feel like he's gone. Like they're not gonna be able to find his ass, and that's why I feel like the shock is. I don't believe that Jeremiah actually dies, but you know, I guess we're gonna see. Now from there we get a scene down at the barbershop where Mr. Tyrone is talking to Tony and Nathan. He's like, you need to be careful because y'all might get a charge too. Yeah, y'all was there when ZAC was whooping ass and he tossed you like he was the Incredible Hulk and y'all was little peons. Like y'all might as well have been Loki and he was the Hulk. Y'all was there, so they could literally come for y'all too and say that y'all was an accessory to this attempted murder. All because everybody want to run behind and support Zachary Taylor, want to have Zachary Taylor's back. Mr. Tyrone, he's been dropping sage advice, wisdom, if you will. Y'all will go ahead and keep your distance if you're wise. Nathan, we know that you're stupid, so you won't. But Tony, I still got a little bit of hope for you, babes. Go ahead and turn the other cheek. Go ahead and look the other way, and whatever happens, happens for Zachary Taylor, because enough is enough. Now, they take a scene of ZAC walking into the cell, and then they intercut that with Fatima talking to Connie down at the hospital, and she's saying that she needs ZAC to know that he was wrong. And she's like, so you just gonna leave him down there? Yes, Conisha. That's not her name, but I'm gonna call her that today. Yes, Conisha. We're gonna leave his ass there to rot and to think. Rot or think and rot. Either way, he will be down there. You can go get him if you like. Oh, you ain't got no money? Well then, he's gonna sit. And then Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and the Beauty are down at the damn projects where they like to hang out. Nathan's talking about every second that he's in there is gonna drive him crazy. He needs to be driven crazy. He's been driving everybody else crazy, so about time he experienced his own goddamn menacing. So if he's down there going crazy, let him. He is not going to break. ZAC has been in jail before, went to jail for 3 years. He was going to be perfectly fine down at the jailhouse and holding for a little bit behind a little assault charge. This is not prison, it is jail. He will be all right. Now, I don't know what this little scene is with the little therapist walking up on Fatima down at the duplex. And she probably reached out to talk about ZAC, cool. But then they also start to allude to another little love storyline, which I don't think that Fatima is going to wind up cheating on ZAC or engaging with nobody else. She had a chance to do that with Paul when they were much more estranged and she had not known that she was pregnant yet. I doubt a pregnant ass Fatima is about to be jumping her ass into somebody else's bed, but y'all could try to sell us on it. And Connie messy ass showed up and she's looking at, I guess, the therapist walk up because she don't know it's the therapist at the time. Connie's probably gonna be such comedic relief, which I'm actually excited for, but I'm not excited for her to be begging baby please for ZAC's ass on his behalf. Like, you are not his proxy. Where are your kids at, Connie? Where they at? Now we do get to see Fatima talk with Mr. Therapist Man in the duplex, and she's like, I need him to learn his lesson. And we get a quick second of him saying suffering. So I'm like, are y'all saying that the therapist is saying that Zach needs to suffer too? I love that we're on the same accord. I don't believe that we're actually on the same accord, but I'm gonna go ahead and allow myself to believe that until the 26th. Until my dreams are dashed, until Zach is ushered back to the prominence and to the forefront and out of jail with completely unscathed, not suffering any consequences, having learned no lessons because nobody around him is actually holding him accountable to do so. I'm going to act like it until we get to the December 26th. And then just confirm that we get to see him walking through the projects with Nathan's goofy ass right behind him. So yes, y'all, Zach is getting his ass out of jail. He's not going to be there for that long. He might be there for 48 hours max. Fatima ass is not leaving him there. She is down bad. She has already started to throw away her life for this man, and it's already a wrap. Like, look at the follow-up scene. He's driving the car with this broke-ass hand of his. Like, she's allowing him to drive. And where y'all going? To finish up the funeral arrangements? And yes, she don't look all lovey-dovey, but she's still there. She could be at Angela's house making him suffer while still out of jail. But no, she's here. Y'all could have met at the damn funeral home. You could still show up for him, help him with his mama's funeral, but then still very much so keep your distance because you do not want to be married to and parenting in the home, because you're gonna co-parent regardless, parenting with a hot-headed ass man who is a terrible leader and doesn't have any type of accountability. You can literally stand on that, Fatima, while also still being a stand-up woman with great integrity, but yet and still you in the car with this man with him trying to reach over and touch your hand and looking at you all lovingly. Zach, please. Even that, like, Zach's default to like go to sexual things and to go to intimate or affectionate touch versus dealing with the actual problems, the emotional and mental abuse that he subjects people to, that he claims to love, pisses me off, because your dick is not going to get you out of everything. Your little beautiful ass eyes and your aesthetically a pleasing ass face, it's not going to save you from everything. But the fact that he knows that he looks good, he's charming, and he has been slinging dick to get out of things, he's just going to continue to try to push up on her in this way and never really address the real things, the real problems that he's creating, not only in his life but their lives and ultimately within their relationship. Now, they make it back to the house, and I guess he's just come out the shower because why is your shirt off? But they in the bathroom, and he's talking about something. You about to be the mother of my child. What else was I supposed to do? Anything else? Anything else but go to jail? Anything else than beat your brother, your crackhead ass brother, within an inch of his life? Anything else than yell at me at my damn ex-best friend's house that I already don't like? Anything else but then tearing up her damn house while I'm there? Anything else than moving the stripper that you were sexually attracted into the apartment next door? Anything else other than leaning into your goddamn ego and not actually growing? Anything else other than going to therapy for one time and then running from the therapist every other time? Anything else other than still allowing yourself to be completely informed by your goofy ass childhood trauma? And I'm sorry I said it that way because childhood trauma is real, but Zach pisses me off. Allowing yourself to be anything other than allowing yourself to be so informed by your childhood trauma at age 40 instead of trying to heal and grow. What did she expect you to do? Anything else than this bullshit that you continue to do? Now, y'all, I really don't know what the hell the scene is where it looks like Fatima is standing in front of some guy that's like standing behind her intimately, and Zach walks up behind him and puts his hand on his shoulder, and then the man flips him over. I feel like that's a dream sequence because I doubt that that's going to happen. Tyler don't let nobody whip Zach's ass for real, for real. Even when Paul had the best of him, he still allowed Zach to headbutt him in the damn elevator. And I wanted Zach to get his ass whooped in. Like, I don't trust it. The next scene after that is Fatima sitting, this seems like they're in the bathroom again. She might be sitting on the tub. And she's saying, I don't think I can allow myself to love you the way that I want to love you. Yes. Yes, now we're starting to use our brains, because you can want to love this man all the hell you want to, but you can know in your heart that this is not a safe thing to do because this is not a safe man. He is a hothead. He is a live wire. He is going nowhere fast because he doesn't fully have any plans. He just has entitlement and ego, and that is a dangerous ass combination. Yes, Fatima, this has been present this entire time, and you have allowed yourself to take one step after another to continue to fall for this goofy ass man while him not having no safety net to actually catch your ass. About time you pulled up the damn brakes and realized that you're going to need to save yourself, because he is not going to be able to save you. He can never even save himself. But again, I'm not getting too excited about it because I don't trust it. Like we get these moments, these really great revelations when it comes to the characters like Fatima or Karen or Andy, and then they immediately double back, or they immediately are reneging on whatever growth that they would have been communicating in that dialogue by just going ahead and sacrificing themselves further, or ignoring what they know to be true and leaning on their heart and not actually learning the lesson, and then allowing themselves to continue to be abused, continue to be disrespected, to continue to allow people to feel entitled like ZAC to their labor, to their heart, to their love, to their effort. Now we get to watch the therapist leave, and then somebody else is spying, so they probably gonna run and say, well, Fatima's cheating because this man was leaving, this tall man, and she at your house. If she was gonna be with somebody else, she damn sure wouldn't have had him at the damn duplex. So like, I just cannot, with all these goof troops surrounding him, giving him further intel to be stupid. And it seemed like Preston is also gonna be that, because he's standing at the damn duplex talking about some she's gone. Hopefully he's talking about Fatima has moved on and not running around saying, oh, she done moved on and left you for somebody else, but she's also in your damn house. Fatima, please go back to your condo, please. And Preston, go do something with your rich ass. Like, the way that they are using Preston this season is really pissing me off, and they could have saved it, because for you to be a man of means, a man of multiple millions of dollars, farmer, all of this, but you have all this time to just stand outside Zac's duplex and wait on him, and all this time to sit and spy and just sit and make phone calls about, oh, Fatima's gone, and just be all up in their business, but you can't be up all in your business, but you supposedly married. Is Mindy pregnant? Like, what is going on with your life? Do you have one of those? Now, I don't know if Fatima hired this little cheesy ass man that's sitting in the damn duplex at the damn dining room table talking to ZAC, talking about some all bets are off. Sir, who is you? Ariana, what are you doing here? I don't know who this man is. I don't really care who this man is. I'm not really of the camp of like, if Fatima does leave ZAC, or we get to see her stand on business and not just run back to ZAC in this season, I need her to be alone. Like, I need her to reclaim and re-know her worth and her value. She needs to take herself back to a place that she was before she even met ZAC, because she has allowed herself to downplay herself, to dim her light, and to compromise her life in ways that I didn't never think that she was going to when we were first introduced to her character. And she really needs to heal from that. I don't want no new, honestly. Not Paul, not this goofy one, nobody. And then we get a montage of what seems like Fatima making out with this guy at the duplex. I feel like this is a dream. I feel like ZAC is having a hella dreams and hella premonitions. And it's wild that this is his biggest like fear, if this is dreams, if I am right. Like, he is worried the most about if Fatima sexually cheats on him. But he's not worried about Fatima's spirit being crushed. He's not worried about Fatima losing the light in her eyes and feeling trapped and settling for a life that she don't actually deserve. Like, this is the stuff that men be missing, especially when they're menaces like ZAC. Because yes, her cheating on you physically could be a problem, but you have no problem, or you're not worried at all, or the biggest fear in you is not that you have completely ruined this girl. Wow, that also to me says a lot. And when ZAC walks in and sees them making out with her up on his damn counter, he grabs the guy and throws him. But then that's intercut with a scene where Fatima is sitting across from ZAC, I think, or says, enough. Who was sitting next to her? I don't know. None of this actually makes sense to me, because Fatima, why are you still in this damn duplex? If you standing on business, if you want ZAC to learn, then your ass should have moved out and stayed out. So I can't even take her seriously in this moment. Enough what, girl? Because it, child. Ooh, then we get a cut to ZAC. ZAC is sitting next to her. Okay, so they're back together. By the end of the season, their asses is gonna be back together, and he looks perfectly fine, and she looks perfectly fine. So now she's saying enough to somebody else who probably was calling ZAC out, because she's gonna be back to Mama Tima mode and defending and blocking any bullets or whatever that comes his way, even though his ass should take a few and be able to heed the criticism. But no, Big Mama Tima gotta step in the way. She's saying enough to somebody who's saying some real that's what I believe. Now, the real interesting part is like Connie is crying and then Tony is holding her like, is there something about to go down with y'all? Because I love this tenderness here. Give me more. I don't want Connie to be in despair, but if they're about to expand her storyline outside of Zachary Taylor, I am here for it. Now, what I'm not here for is Angela doubling back to Bryce whack ass. Girl, why are you touching his shoulder? He's sitting up here looking worried again. So did he have another damn episode? He is not your problem. And you trying to bend over backwards to prove that you're not flighty and you're not a hoe because your best friend ran your hoe facts and sent you back to this emotionally and mentally abusive ass man who is not equally yoked with you. And now you're trying to cater to him to prove a point. Foolish. Please throw this man out of your goddamn house. Then we get cut back to, this is probably in episode, honestly, 12 or 13, where Connie's like outside the duplex and she's like, you just gonna throw it all away? You just gonna throw it all away? And Fatima is like, he messed up. Connie, please. And then another cut to ZAC in a towel and Fatima in the duplex getting up. He looks pissed because she's probably not giving him his way. But again, none of this even matters because by the end of the season, she's going to be back where she, quote unquote, believes she belongs, which is right by ZAC's side, fixing all his goddamn problems. Hate it for her. Now, I don't know what the hell Tony's talking about. These people are going to be in your relationship whether you like it or not, because that does not actually have to be. Like, y'all could actually live a healthy life with a healthy, happy relationship and not a lot of people involved if ZAC wasn't a hot ass mess. Yeah. If he wasn't pulling all these people in. Now, I don't know who Big Worm in them is that just walked into the damn duplex seemingly on the night of the funeral because everybody's still dressed in all black. But I would assume that it's tied to Jeremiah's ass. And maybe Jeremiah stole something from them and they coming to take the damn out of ZAC's ass. And now it's about to be a brawl up in the damn duplex. Ooh, child. Drama. Now, before it cuts from that scene, we get to see Fatima grabbing her belly and she's worried when these big buff motherfuckers walk in. And then it cuts to, at Angela's house, the police tackling some man that's put his hands on her, which is probably tied to how she was looking out of her window, worried. Like, she probably has a stalker and or abusive man. There's another intercut between Tony and Nathan, I guess, piecing it up down at the barbershop for whatever reason. Nathan, you don't deserve no goddamn forgiveness either because your ass is simple. Preston's giving his condolences at the repast, it seems. Fatima singing at the funeral. Fatima's ZAC in bed and ZAC is kissing on Fatima. I love you. Of course, you keep saying that, and yet you do dumb shit that don't feel like love, but okay. Another scene of them kissing and an intercut with what seems like Fatima's walking in on somebody sleeping with somebody in the duplex in their bed, which could be ZAC. But ZAC, I don't think he's gonna be that dumb. Like, ZAC is dumb, but I don't think he's that dumb. And then all of that leads up to whatever's gonna be this big brawl and or this big worm looking pull out his gun in the damn duplex. And after the shot rings out, ZAC looks stuck like somebody he loves, Jeff, definitely got hit. So I wonder if Fatima gets shot at the season finale. I would hope not. I swear I would hope not. But I will say this, y'all. The trailer is really good. I don't think that the episodes are going to be as good as what the trailer is depicting, but the trailer has definitely taken the most dramatic parts and has put it together in a way to try to coax us to believe one thing, which they did a good job about. However, I just have been watching way too much Tyler Perry for way too long, and I see through so much of it. But kudos to them on putting this trailer together. Let me know what you think about the trailer in the comment section down below. What are you predicting? What are you most excited about? Who's your favorite character? Let me know all of that and more in the comment section down below. I'm your sister, you love to talk TV with. And again, if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my ZATIMA videos. See you in the next one.